let's create some composition with a little bit of luck of the roll. So there are 3 different levels, and all they are is different keys. Level 1 is the key of C, level 2 is the key of G, and level 3 is the key of F. So they are all done the same way. So I'll just start in the key of C, and if you notice, I started on the tonic, the C. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll the dice, and here's our guide up here, what chords each roll stands for. So we're gonna roll, and we get a 3. So 3 is E minor. So what you do is you write E minor on your next lily pad, roll again, we get a 4. A 4 is F major. So you're gonna write there's a 5. Oh, nice progression. G major. Roll again. It's a 4. F major. 2 is D minor. 4. F major. 3. E minor. And this last one, it's up to you. I like ending on a C chord, so I would prefer that be just choose a C chord. Or if you wanted to do fill in that lily pad and then end on C right here. So let's do that. So, oh, well, there you go. Our decision's made for us. It will be a C. I promise I did not program this. So there you go. Here's your structure for your students' composition. And so after this, we take it to the piano. The first thing we're gonna do at the piano is we're gonna just pulse it. We're gonna pulse 4 chords per chord that they've written down. So C major, E minor, F, G, F, D minor, F, E minor, C. That's the first step. The next one is you can have your student choose one note of the chord. So C. Let's say we'll choose an E. So I'll go ahead and write this down. I'll write this in the water. That will tell me what my melody note is. Then for E minor, it could be E, G, or B. I'm going to choose a B. And so this, I'm actually just doing random. I'm not using my ear to say, oh, what would sound good? I'm going to do it like a student does it. A student's just going to pick one. F, A, C. Let's do C. For G, G, B, D. Let's do D. Then back to F is F, A, C. Let's say F. And for D minor, D, F, A. Let's say another F. F, A, C. Pick a C. E minor is E, G, B. Let's say B. And then C, E, G, I'm gonna do C. All right, so I wrote all those down. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a whole note melody with a single note while my left hand pulses the chords. So there you have a little bit of melody. And if you want your student to play the melody by itself, they might decide to do or something like that. They can change it. And then you could do 2 notes. So let's take 2 notes of your C chord. So that would be one level right there. It's just a whole note in your right hand and quarter notes in your left hand. So let's do half notes. So we're gonna now choose a second chord tone for every single chord. So your C chord, we have an E. I'm going to choose a C. So we'll do an E, and then after E, we'll do a C. For your E minor chord, we have a B, and then I'm going to say G. For our F chord, we already have a C, so I'll say F. For our G chord, we have a D, let's say a G. For our F chord, we have an F already, so I'm going to put a C there. For a D minor chord, we already have an F. I'll fill in with an A. For your F chord, you have a C. Ooh, let's do C-A. See what that sounds like. E minor is a B. I'm going to do, let's do an E. And then back to C. Let's say what it sounds like on E. So what I did was I added a second note. So like I had an E for the first C chord. So I had E, then C. Then on my E minor, I had a B melody note, so I added a G. So I just went around and did the whole thing that way. So we're going to see what it sounds like. And of course you can choose going up or down, and basically 2 chords in your left hand per 1 note in your right hand. So your C chord now has 2 melody notes, and then it goes on like that. Now you can use this for more advanced students. So I will do the exact same thing that I just did, but instead of doing just blocked chords, I'm going to do something like that. So then I could do octaves in my right hand. So listening to this, now that I've done it, I mean, it actually sounds really cool. Until it gets to the E minor chord there at the end, I don't love that. So if your student comes up with one, they're like, oh, I don't think that sounds good. Well, then whenever you write it down on paper, then you can make decisions. And you can decide, okay, if you don't like this, what's something that does sound good? Something else you can do is using passing tones. So instead of just your E, C, and half notes, and so that was still using the framework of the E to C, and then you're just doing, and I would do something different every single time because I would just come up with something. So that's how you can come up with a really beautiful arrangement using just this very basic structure and very random because the dice did it for me.